What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning back in. We are back with another riveting episode, I think it'll be, of Headlines and Punchlines. I'm your guy, Kevin, joined as always by my counterpoint, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, Mike. Hello, Michael. How was your Father's Day, buddy?
Not bad, Mushmouth. It's not bad at all. Good morning, everyone. Good
you know
morning,
what?
Kevin.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yeah, we can do it
I'll
live.
write it.
Totally
we'll fucking do it live.
No, we totally can. Yeah, I had a really good weekend. You know, it was Father's Day weekend. It didn't go too bad. So.
Okay. What, did you guys do anything or anything?
Actually, we saw the new Toy Story 5 movie.
Okay.
And,
how was that?
Really good. Way better than the fourth one. The fourth one was really crowbarred in there to try to.
The fourth one sucked, but I compare to me, I think that franchise peaked at Toy Story 3.
Well, this one picks up where 3 left off with Bonnie.
Oh, perfect.
And it was good.
Perfect.
It was good. It
okay.
really, it made you really reflect on, I don't know how you want to call it, on life in general, but, with the invasion of tablets and shit with kids, kind of talks about that. But it was good. It was good. It was mainly around, what's the girl, the cowgirl,
Jessie.
Jessie, yeah. It's mainly kind of based around her, and it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, dude. $100 to get in and out of the fucking movies, dude. $100.
Wait, hold on, stop. Where'd you go?
Here in town.
$100?
$100, dude. $100, dude.
How did you bring some friends?
It was 4 of us, right? And then we all had to get, they all had to get pop. Well, they didn't each get popcorn with the drinks and all that. I think it was $89 in and out. But
what was the ticket cost? I thought the tickets were cheap by us.
No, well, I saw it on the fancy screen, so it was like $9 a person.
Mike, there you go, dude. See, he leaves that part out, folks. Because our shit out by us is like relatively, you can go see
it's like $7.
It's, but when you add the $9 per fucking XD screen, that's not you. Mike, it's Toy Story 5. Why you fucking wasting money on that? You're not seeing some like 3D fucking porno.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, only you would say something like that.
That'd
Who would
be
go?
bad,
dude.
Could you imagine?
No.
Triple
no.
Bad.
Let's keep it. It's a family-oriented show.
Shit, my bad.
But they did show a bunch of different previews and shit. There are a couple.
They do it all the time. That's normal. That's normal, Mike. You didn't get anything extra.
But they did show a couple of really good ones. Now, okay, so I think you and I are going to go see the Odyssey together. Okay, so now,
we're at least going to go see it. I don't know if it's going to be a mandate, but we're definitely going to see it.
But my question is, who's going to hold the popcorn? That's my question. I was thinking about that. I'm
not reaching into your lap.
Are you sure? Okay.
First off, I'll get my.
I'll reach in your lap, dude.
We'll go Dutch. I'll get my own, dude. You get yours. We'll do our own thing.
Okay,
separate but equal. Okay.
Do you butter the popcorn, or do you not like a lot of butter on the popcorn?
There's a fucking bear shit in the woods. Of course.
Right.
You butter the popcorn. Of course.
Right. Yeah, no, you can't. You definitely can't go wrong with the extra butter.
Popcorn.
I can't get the salt right though. I always oversalted or I undersalted.
See, I never add any more salt because I
Does it have salt on it already?
I don't
think it does. If it does, I've never tasted it before. So.
Well, I never fuck with the salt then because I figure I could deal with extra butter. I can't really deal with it if it's too salty.
Right.
Plus, I don't really need salt on popcorn. I think popcorn. I like the flavor on its own.
Right.
I do like the butter though.
I noticed since this was a big opening weekend, the popcorn was banging, dude. It was so good because it was like fresh. It wasn't sitting around. They were going through it, dude. Dude, the ice machine was out of fucking ice, dude.
Whoa.
I was like, wow. And you should have seen the slushy machine, dude. Totally wiped out. These little kids have fucked up the slushy machine so bad.
Did you go like opening night or what?
Well, it was opening weekend. You know what I mean? It came out this last weekend, but like I said, it was definitely a good movie. It's good checking out. Anybody listening who has got kids would love it. Look, I love most Disney things, not all Disney things. Like I'm not going to see that Moana movie coming out. Nope. You're
not into live action Moana?
No, there hasn't been like a lot of the live actions that I've enjoyed. I just don't think that I don't know because you already know the story kind of coming up, and it just isn't my cup of tea. And quite frankly, I'm kind of the rocked out a little bit. Nothing against the Rock and shit. I'm just kind of he's a lot like Kevin Hart and shit. I'm kind of over it. And again, I'm a nobody. I'm the dust of nobody. But it just seems like he's in everything. He's almost like the Ryan Seacrest of movies. He's got to be in every fucking thing. So I just don't. I don't know. I don't get all hot and bothered and shit when another Disney movie live action and shit's gonna come out. So that's just my opinion. It's just
we should treat The Rock and Kevin Rock like like
Kevin Hart.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My brain's a piece
It's all
of
right.
shit.
That's all right.
dude.
That's all right.
We should treat them like pumpkin spice. They bring them out seasonally.
Right.
Fucking just,
Right.
Because you could, I'm good for them. I like them, but not all things everywhere all the time.
Yeah, I mean, do I think they're funny? Sure, and like, do I respect?
They do have a nice
I
dynamic
respect The Rock and
when they
shit.
work
I mean, I'm a fan of them. I've just had enough. I'm like I said, he's in everything and shit and all that, and I understand, you got to strike when the iron's hot and shit, but we don't see Matthew McConaughey every 15 minutes.
No,
you know what I mean? And we don't see Woody Harrelson every 25 minutes. So it just, it's like. And again, you don't have to be in every fucking thing, dude. You got it, dude. You made it in life, okay? But I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good. It was good seeing Buzz and Woody back together again. I did have a little complaint. After Don Rickles died and Betty White passed away, they were saying they were going to bring their voices back with AI. Well, whatever AI machine they used sucks, okay? Because it did not sound like them at all. So I don't know like how they're doing that, but it blew. It did not sound like them at all.
They should just like kill the characters off. Then
you could have used all of them talking, and they could have clipped together some stuff, and it would have sounded fine. But the few lines they did have in this one were not good, and I was really disappointed with that. That was one disappointment I did have. Okay. So. Because I love Don Rickles. It sucks that he's passed away, but he had a really good run there. So anyway, okay, so Kevin told me about this story. Maybe you folks heard it at home. Now, first of all, we've already established that Kevin is not fun for the most part. He does not like to take a lot of chances. He doesn't want to fly. He doesn't want to go on a cruise. He doesn't. Okay, so so Kevin, lead us into this story about the bungee jumping accident.
Oh my God! First of all. It's terrifying. Like, I think it was where was it? Like Brazil or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So in Brazil, there's this video going viral. You guys have probably already seen it. Maybe I don't know where they're I don't know. There's really no backstory because it's in like fucking Brazil, so it's in a different like language. But you can see the video. So like this woman is like on top of like these two dudes are carrying her like on her shoulder, and it looks like it's like a bungee jumping excursion type deal, and she's up on their shoulders, she's doing like the Superman, her arms are like extended, and they're walking her like close to the edge, and like right away when you're watching the video, like wait a minute, there's like a metal like ring thing on her side that's not hooked up to anything. You're like, is she? I don't think she's strapped into anything, and then they just fucking throw her off the edge.
Right, and you see them all look each other.
Well, then the one guy noticed it because there's like the bungee or whatever is like curled up, like
and it's not moving,
folded up on the ground next to him, and it's not moving. And they look down like, oh, and then the video stops. But allegedly, they try to like flee the scene. So I'm not saying like I don't think they murdered her. I think it was just careless. They just weren't. They didn't. Right. The one guy thought the other guy did it. The other guy thought the one guy did it. No one double checked.
Right.
And this poor woman she had no idea. She's like, wee, smash. She had no fucking clue.
Man. Now that's one where you wish they had Freebird playing. You know what I mean? You really
the clubbed out version.
Yeah, the clubbed out version of Freebird. Yeah. I saw the video and I was really shocked. I was like, oh shit. But
it's terrifying. Because that's the thing. Okay, you go like on these cruises and shit, right, Mike? You go to like these fucking shithole countries, right? And then you go on these excursions. I'm not saying that was the case here. I think it was Brazil's. I don't think
Brazil's not a shithole country.
Not a shithole country. But I'm just saying that it makes me think when I go to Honduras, no disrespect, and then we go on an excursion, like, what's the fucking, do you guys have a safety fucking thing here? Like checking our shit? Like, I don't know if I trust
You know, with me about bungee jumping and shit, I would never do it, first of all. Cardiac issues. But the other thing is the, how the fuck do they measure the rope? You know what I mean?
Trial and error, dude.
Yeah, like, whoop. I give her a free T-shirt. I mean, I was like, how the hell? And then like, it's got to come out more with how heavier you are. I throw my ass off of there, dude. I'm gonna hit the bottom. Poof! I'm gonna hit the bottom, dude, real fast. So
that's one where
not good.
I don't want to have to do the Apollo 13 math on that, dude. So I'll just skip it. I'll never know the sweet, sweet joy of fucking bungee jumping, and that's fine. Maybe I could see myself doing one of like those slingshot rides.
No, fuck no. Are you out of your fucking mind? No,
that's like to me, it's like
Nope.
Well, if I could fucking finish,
count me
I
out,
think it's like
dude.
a safer version than like just bungee jumping. Because here's the thing, the fucking thing is already calibrated. They're just pulling it like a slingshot and boom, you let it go.
Yeah.
You know where it's going to bounce back to. There is no Apollo 13 math. So I'm just saying, of the options, I could possibly do that.
Right.
But not straight up bungee jumping. Because I would think like you, like, how'd you measure this shit?
Right.
I mean, they're supposed to ask your weight, and then they're supposed to do, this dude's to flip over an envelope and do some, okay, hold on, carry the one minus, lose about 10 feet of length. We should be good.
For every 10 pounds, there's 1 inch. Yeah, no thanks.
Fuck
yeah, no.
that, dude.
Well, and then like there was a slingshot video where this
Bro,
fat kid, it was in with his stepmom. And he's like, Janice. And the only thing holding him in there was his triple chin. There's the only thing holding him in there. And dude, I got to show you the video of that, dude. It was so funny, dude. And the stepmom is being kind of an asshole to him. And I like almost like she was like okay with him flying out of the fucking, or she was hammered, one or the other. I don't know.
Wonder what the deal was. Like they didn't strap his lap.
I don't know. We'll have to watch the video or something like that. And that reminds me, I am going to clip yesterday's episode with the chipmunk incident. So you guys are going to have that. We're going to have that on the YouTube channel. And I'm also going to try to clip it for Spotify. So, but yeah, no, I'll have to show you that video. That's Janice, fucking dude. It's so funny. It is so funny.
Dude, when rides go bad, it's terrifying.
Oh God, dude.
Do you remember? I'm bad with time, folks. It all blends together. But I know it was like a few years ago, maybe several years ago. I don't know where, but somewhere in America where this, it was some ride, not the giant drop, but or maybe it was the giant drop.
He climbed out. He freaked out and came out, right? Didn't he?
Well, I don't know if he climbed out or there was like a malfunction. I think he was a bigger kid,
right?
And they couldn't strap him in tightly or something like that.
That's right.
And then the giant drop went up, and as it's coming down, this kid
gets
slips out.
Oh.
Dude, the noise he makes, I can't even like replicate it. It's terrifying. But his insides are obviously instantly liquefied. The kid died on the spot. No, when amusement rides go bad, dude, they go bad.
Brutal. Yeah, as a kid growing up, my dad was always like, "Oh, someone got killed on a tilt-a-whirl, 1978." And I'm like, "Okay." And everything I did, there was some kind of death thing attached to my dad. And eventually, I didn't want to do a fucking thing. I didn't want to do anything. I was like, "Well, I can't play baseball. I'll get hit with a line drive in the chest and die." So
that was like Montel Williams one time,
dude. Oh, dude. Again, though, that was my dad. That was growing up with my dad. That's just how he was, So he's a little bit better about that now. He just talks about injuries, not death. So, so that's good. Just get injured and shit doing stuff. So
I like that.
Okay, we're going to do the bungee jumping story. Here we go.
To the index of other news tonight, a disturbing tragedy in Brazil. A woman bungee jumping, instructors apparently not securing her safety rope.
Apparently, yeah, I think it's pretty fucking apparent she's dead. So, yeah.
Well, open and shut. Good thing. I mean, see, here's the thing. Who's recording?
130 feet to her death, dude.
I wonder, is like her friend recording?
God, I hope not.
Hopefully it was like her kid. Oh, that'd be terrible.
I hope not. God, I'm thinking of all kinds of messed up shit because it could be, well, it's not her husband because he would just chase these guys down and
wait a minute. Conspiracy theory. The husband's in on it.
Right, maybe. It's possible. All right, here we go.
Falling 130 feet to her death. Authorities say video on social media shows organizers launching a
There was 3 dudes that I forgot. The 2 dudes are doing the main carrying, and the guy was at her feet. Now the 2 dudes that are right under her. Okay, unless you turn your head, you're not going to see that like where the rope is supposed to attach.
Right.
But the guy in the back, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck? Right there, dude.
Wow. A pretty girl, too. It's a fucking tragedy.
Yeah.
Not saying it wasn't a tragedy if she was an ugly lady. Okay, I'm just saying.
It would be less.
And she was young.
We all
very
know
young.
it.
Very young.
We all know it, Mike.
Eduardo Rodriguez over a platform on Saturday. Of course, we're not going to show that part. Tonight, 3 people have been arrested. 6 others are now under investigation.
Woo, boy. That blows. That sucks. Wow.
That's why I don't do adventure. I'll do like roller coasters and shit in America where I know that shit's like inspected fucking yearly. Which actually, side note, that's funny. So like Six Flags and like I'm sure Disney and all that, I'm sure they get a yearly fucking safety inspection. Who's inspecting carnival rides, dude?
Well, actually, in our neck of the woods, it's the Illinois Department of Weight and Measures, actually. But I think they inspect them once a year. And what I mean by that is in order to operate, they have to have that license and shit that they've been inspected and all that by an inspector. So when you and I get gas, they've got a little sticker on the pump letting know that the department's a weight and measure guy had come by and made sure that
Why
shit
would
was
that
pumping
be the
right.
department? That doesn't sound.
I have
like
no
weights
idea.
and
Well,
measures.
maybe because they can measure the weight limit on it and shit and make sure that it works and all that. But that's all they do. That's literally all that they do. So,
okay, and so you're getting inspected yearly, but then you're tearing the ride down, you're transporting it, setting it up, tearing it down.
right.
Somewhere along the line, bolts get loose and parts become missing.
I don't know.
At least at Six Flags, the fucking thing's there for 30 years till they tear it down. Like it doesn't go anywhere.
And the same maintenance guy is going to come work on it and shit and all that.
So
I
feel
know all that.
way safer at like a Six
No,
Flags.
no, I agree. No, I totally agree. 100%. And plus, no offense to carnies and shit. You see some of these carnies, I'm like, ooh, boy, wonder what their story is.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. I don't know if I'd want to be riding a ride that guy was in charge of.
Carnies are like the modern day people that would like follow the circus, just work in the circus.
Right. Do you, you and I live by the second largest fair in America and in Illinois. I was going to ask you, do you let your kids play those games and shit? The carnival games. The rigged ones.
No way, no.
Step right up, you get 5 balls
They're
for
all
$10.
They're all rigged. They're all rigged, dude.
Well, and they've always got that one guy with that voice and shit. Come on down, trying to get the big win today. Oh, okay. And my kids fall for it. My kids are such fucking gamblers. Okay, I really hope that they don't fall for that shit all the time because my son thinks he's the shit at shooting with the BBs, shooting those little balloons and shit. He thinks he is just he thinks he's basically like 007. He thinks, right?
Nice.
And I'm like, son, it's not that hard. It's not. And then he's like, you go ahead and trade that in. You can, and this one here is $10. This is $20, and then for $25 you can get an extra 10 shot. And the guy, it's almost like they hustle you. You know what I mean? They do. They definitely hustle you when you go, and the kids don't realize it. And I'm trying to teach my kid right from wrong, but it's difficult sometimes. But
kids are dumb, so.
Okay, so we were going to go to D.C. this year, didn't work out. And by the way, the day we didn't go, there was a shooting at the White House. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. No fun, Kevin. Here we go. So have you heard about the reflecting pool?
Unfortunately, yes, I have. It's apparently back to being green again, so it didn't matter.
I don't want to get political because everyone gets political now. They can't help themselves and shit. But I'm gonna say something. There's a reason why I don't think the president unilaterally should be in on these decision making processes and shit to revamp Washington, D.C. And what I mean by that is I think there should be some kind of a committee and then they all agree on what needs to be done. Like the president can set forth the agenda and the committee plans it and they execute it. That's what I think should happen because this was a fucking rush job from the get-go, okay? And by the way, Kevin, a no-bid contract. Can you explain to me why it's a no-bid contract? I want someone to explain that to me, why it's no-bid.
I don't like no-bid contracts anywhere. Local government, state government, certainly not federal. It just seems shady.
It does. And then how do you know that they're able to get the job done? Now, it was over budget and shit. I think it was like $4 million, and then it ended up being $14 million, I think, is what they charged for that. Which I don't understand that. I don't.
Where's their money? You drain the shit and you paint. How big is the fucking thing?
It's pretty fucking huge, but it's not deep. But yeah, I don't know. How much
does paint cost, dude?
I don't know. And I don't know. Should have got Sherwin-Williams paint.
Yeah.
The shit they used didn't work, And it's not that deep. I mean, you remember in Forrest Gump, Forrest. She ran out there.
Like shin high.
They were, they were basically like knee deep in it. If that, they were knee deep in it. But yeah, I don't know. But we got a problem in the reflecting pool. Here we go.
More problems tonight with our great national home improvement project. It's not just algae in the reflecting pool.
That's funny. National, what did he say? National Home Improvement Project? Wow. Okay. All right. That's funny.
At the foot of the Lincoln Memorial, now the $14 million paint job seems to be peeling with American flag blue coming.
Yeah, I don't get that. That pisses me off. What a waste of money. What a waste of fucking money.
Okay, dumb question or dumb thought. There's a billion pools in America. Why couldn't we just put a pool liner in there? Is that stupid?
I thought it had a liner on it. I thought that's what that paint was.
Yeah, but I'm talking just a plastic fucking liner, a blue liner Dude, you buy that in bulk from fucking Play School. That would have been way less than 14 million. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the
And it wouldn't ship.
Yeah, I don't know.
And another thing too, as far as the algae goes, okay, another thought. Again, this might be a dumb fucking question. Maybe it does exist. Is there not like a pool filter hooked up to this shit?
There's some kind of a filter on the side of the reflecting pool that they're
not doing
using.
a very good job.
No, and there's algae and shit in it now. Now, the president alleges that Democrats have put algae in the pool or they put something in there. I don't know if that's really true. Again, I don't know if that guy was a Democrat. I don't know what the exact story was. Now, they said there were people in custody from it, and I'm like, okay. I don't know. I did hear where they put hydrogen peroxide and shit in the pool to kill the algae, but apparently the hydrogen peroxide has now pulled up the paint job on the fucking Lincoln Memorial. I mean, the reflecting
Bad
pool.
News Bears. What are we doing, dude?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what the fucking thought process was to this
Pool liner. Simple.
Yeah.
Why we spend? Dude, that paint ain't cheap. Okay, I do know that. However fucking much area they had to paint. Okay, I gotta imagine it'd be cheaper to get a fucking El Cheapo blue, American blue pool liner, staple it to the sides. What the fuck do I know, dude? It's getting filled with water anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's some more insight to it from ABC.
Touted this project. He said it would cost about $1.5 million and be done in about 2 weeks.
No, 1.5 million. Going to be done in 2 weeks.
Instead, it has cost nearly $15 million so far.
What the fuck?
What kind of time frame? Is he going to say what kind of time frame?
Taken 3 months, and that blue sealant on the floor of the reflecting pool is now starting to peel away.
What the fuck, Kevin?
What
the fuck?
Make them drain it and do it again for free. Okay, you fucks. You got your $14
million. Supposed to be 1.4. It's 10 times more than what they quoted us. It'd be like having the HVAC guy come out. Yeah. Hey, Kevin, we got a problem with the AC unit here. It's going to be about $3,000 to replace the AC unit, and then you got a bill for $30,000.
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't mind you running a little over, but damn.
No, that's fucked up, dude. That's like extortion.
Oh man, dude. And again, where the fuck is the oversight on that kind of shit? You know, again, dude, don't even get me started on Washington, okay? The only time we disagree with each other is on who spends the credit card. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Workers with waders and pool cleaning equipment are working overtime at Washington's iconic reflecting pool, battling the algae that has turned one of the president's prime.
Looks like everyone's fucking fishing out there with the waders on and
it
shit.
does.
What the fuck?
Just fly fishing in the national fucking reflecting pool.
Projects from American flag blue to green.
If you take a look, not only is the
I don't mind the color. Like when it was done, it looked nice. I mean, I kind of thought at the time, because, you know, dude, I'm super old school. I like everything the way that has historically been and shit. I understand that there was some algae and shit in there before, but I never noticed the algae when I was there. So again, I'm not saying I'm the standard bearer of it and shit, but did we have to do all this shit with it and drain it? Now we're gonna have to drain the fucking thing and fill it back up.
green of the algae come back, but look at that American flag blue in the paint. It's actually starting to peel. It's coming.
The guy is actually putting his hand in there and lifting it up. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Up.
That was not what the president had in mind for this project, which was completed just last week.
You're going to be very proud of, and it'll last for
a week.
50 to 100 years
50 to 100 years is what he said.
No.
before you have to do anything with it. Very strong, powerful substance that we use.
The companies that did the work to drain the pool, repair the leaks, seal and paint the bottom of the pool.
Now again, if it needed that shit and needed to be redone, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with them if it was leaking and shit. I'm okay with them putting a liner at the bottom of it, like you said, Kevin. Why don't we put a fucking liner at the bottom of it so it's done?
And install a filtration system were awarded no-bid contracts worth about $15 million.
No bid.
No, it's fucked up. Maybe we should have bid it out.
Yeah, because whoever's doing it is actually going to take the job on correctly.
Despite having virtually no federal experience doing federal contracts. The project was completed last week, and for a couple of days, it seemed to work. But the water quickly started turning green.
What the fuck? How does algae get into... Okay, I thought sunlight kills everything in the water. I guess I'm wrong about that, right? I'm wrong about that? I must be. I have to be.
I'm a few credits shy of my like bio fucking degree.
Can't they put some of them tablets and shit in there that you put to shock the
That's
fucking
what I'm saying,
thing?
dude. Like, we have 1 billion pools in this country.
Right.
Was that a pool company? Like, that's who I would have contracted.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I got a giant fucking pool. I want it fucking and no algae. Guess what? My neighbor's got a pool. Never once seen algae in there when they're keeping up on it. What the
Right.
fuck? Now, you don't have to do chlorine. You could do salt. You could do salt, whatever the fuck. Keep it clean. That's why I'm asking about the filter,
Right.
and all that shit.
Right.
So unless this was sabotage, but I just whatever. Dude. If you're using the chemicals, sabotage shouldn't matter.
Right,
But I don't
right.
think they use chemicals. So
Is Christy Brinkley? Oh no, Christy.
no.
Chris. Oh, come on, Wrath of Khan. Christy. Come on, she was in Look Who's Talking. Christy.
Allie.
Allie Christy. Christy Alley.
Christy
Yeah, Christy
Alley.
Alley. Yeah, remember? Sabotage. Remember? She was explaining, in Wrath of Khan. All right, anyway.
Star Trek.
Beginning
folks.
of this week, algae everywhere. The National Park Service has brought in workers from across the country and hired another contractor to combat the algae bloom. Wading through the shallow water, they're using vacuum pumps and strainers to clear
This shit is so embarrassing, these guys out here, dude. What the fuck?
the water and remove the muck. And just days ago, workers dumped hydrogen peroxide into the pool.
They've been working for days to try to kill the algae using something they call
Hydrogen peroxide. It must have ripped the liner out of it. Or did the liner come out before the hydrogen peroxide?
That's what I'm saying. How powerful is hydrogen peroxide? You pour it on cuts and shit.
Yeah, well,
It can tear up paint.
I don't know. We should get Ed on the phone and ask him. He's the one that knows all about that kind of shit, the kind of paint and all that.
Oh, well, the aluminum dioxide interacts with the hydrogen peroxide. You get fucking phenomenon.
Right. You got melatonin going on.
Exactly.
nanobubble technology. But take a look at the water here. I mean, it's still as green as can be and just plain filthy.
Yeah, this whole story's filthy. I'm fucking moving on, dude.
That
I'm moving on.
sucks.
What a
What a
crock
bummer.
of shit, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it, dude.
Do we got any good stories, dude?
You know what?
I need a palate
I was going
cleanser.
to do the Air Force One paint scheme, but I don't want to keep going down the federal budget thing. Okay. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Is it a trick question?
No, I'm asking you. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard, dude.
Yeah, you know what? That is a good one. That is a
Yippee-ki-yay,
good one.
motherfucker.
That is a good one. Yeah, no, that is a good
Well,
one.
okay, I was kind of just being like a prick because that's a debate if that's a Christmas movie. But no, I think Home Alone is like my favorite.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, mine's Elf. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for the lead into the story. I do love the movie Elf because it's just I don't know. It's just part of. I don't know. When it came out, I think I was 20 when it came out. I wasn't excited about it. I kind of thought it looked stupid and shit. But as years have gone on, we quote Elf around this house. You know what I mean? It's a part of our Christmas gatherings and shit.
This might be a hot take. Sorry, Mike, to like piss on your parade. I'm not a big Elf fan, dude. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
It doesn't move the needle for me.
Will Ferrell is an acquired taste sometimes. No doubt.
Well, I like Will Ferrell. Just for whatever reason, that movie never imprinted on me like it obviously did you. My wife loves it. The kids, they'll
Right.
watch it. It's just,
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna like storm out of there. Oh, I'm not watching this piece of shit. No, it's not like that. I just won't seek it out.
You know what my ultimate one though is? It's a Wonderful Life, dude. That's my ultimate favorite Christmas movie, dude. So good. So good. And it holds up. And then when you realize that Jimmy Stewart was a World War II veteran and that he, was really like reflecting, and in that scene where he's crying and shit, about his life and all that he was probably going back somewhere in the war and all that. It really, really rings true. And you know what? I don't know if you can remake that one. I hope they don't remake that one, but I'm sure Kevin Hart will be the angel. I'm sure when they do it. I'm sure.
The Rock is
It'll be
gonna
Mark
be the main
Wahlberg
guy.
and fucking Kevin Hart. That's what it'll be. Yep. And then the Rock will be God in that. You know what I mean? And then it'll sound like this. We got. Oh, what was his name? Clarence was his angel. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Okay, here we go.
We've got to send someone down to Earth to help out George Bailey. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I was just scrolling. I was doom scrolling on my phone. What, you say something, dude? George Bailey needs our help. Fuck him. Well, we'll send Kevin Hart and he'll bail him out. I like it. Do it. Hey, what's The Rock doing? Is he busy? He's probably making another shitty movie that no one cares about. Fuck it. Get him. You know what? Actually, he's busy doing Fast and Furious, so we'll have to wait to finish the film, I guess. Shit.
Okay, what other annoying dudes always jam down our fucking throat?
Well, is there a way we get Ryan Seacrest on it, maybe? He hasn't done a movie yet. He just does television.
Ooh, he needs another job. Give it to him.
Yeah, you know what? We'll ring him up. What's another guy that is in every fucking thing now? I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? We'll get that Chalamet guy in the movie. He's in every fucking thing.
Dude.
Yeah, just so you know, we're trying to do the voice of God so we can get an idea who can bail out George Bailey. By the time we're done with this bit, the fucking movie will be over.
It'll be done.
All right, we're going to go back to regular voices here. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
That was crazy, dude. We just...
So,
was that God talking to us?
I don't know. Well, in the movie, you've seen It's a Wonderful Life, where the universes and shit are talking and all that. That was the extent of their technology back then. Good movie though.
Great movie.
But anyway, Elf is a standard in this house, and there's an actor in it who runs the store. And there's like several scenes where you can tell that they're all trying not to laugh and shit because of Will Ferrell. It's the black dude from Elf. And Not Bad Santa. Okay, So,
hey, that was pre-show shit, Mike.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Mike was asking me. First of all, we were going, a little peek behind the curtain. He was kind of like setting the clips up for me, showing me, we're gonna talk about this, and then he said Elf. I thought he was saying Elf at first, like the voice of Elf. I said Elf. He's like, yeah, Elf. I'm like, we were.
I'm an alien.
We were agreeing, but like disagreeing. It was hilarious. And then I'm like, oh, that's crazy. And then you mentioned something about the movie. I'm like, wait a minute. Was that like the midget dude in Elf? He's like, well, there's no midget in Elf. He's like, you're thinking Bad Santa. I'm like,
right.
Fuck, you're right. You're right.
Right.
That's on me.
Only you would get that wrong. Only you would get that wrong.
Hey, dude, I don't like the movie. What do you want me to say? So I mix fucking two background
Jimmy
characters.
Caan is in it, dude. James Caan is in that motherfucker, dude. How can you not like Elf, dude?
And Mary Steenburgen plays Will Ferrell's like mom, kind of.
Yeah, and then he used her in fucking Step Brothers, dude.
Yeah.
Excellent movie, dude.
Yeah, great.
Still love that fucking movie, dude.
Fucking
so
Catalina
good.
wine mixer.
So good, dude. Boats and hose. Love it. All right, here we go.
Faison Love is living a hard life. His
Faison Love is the dude's name, okay?
Solid name.
royalty checks from Elf are generally over $10,000, but that's
$10,000 for a movie from 24 years ago.
That's monthly?
No, $10,000 a year, I'm sure, from it.
Well, that can't be what he was like living off of.
Well, we haven't got through the story, but it sounds like it. Sounds like he's falling on hard times.
Well, it sounds like he said that. Okay, I bet that was monthly, but let's see. It sounds like they're going to tell me like it fell off.
what he lives on for the entire year.
Boom, the $10,000 for the whole year.
Well, if you stop pausing it in the middle of sentences, Mike, I wouldn't be fucking.
All right, sorry, okay, sorry.
Jesus.
$10,000 for the whole year.
His car is from 1999, and he's had to live in it for a month at a time. Here he is.
Why are they shitting on the way this guy drives? I drive a 2008 Cube. Okay,
the Johnny Cab.
Yeah, what's it? He's living in a 19. Oh, okay, what was 1999 Sequoia? You know, those were really nice back then. You know, or it could be a Range Rover. You don't know.
Yeah,
he's living out of his car. Yeah, dude. I want to know who his fucking manager is, because we got to get this guy a manager. Well, we could manage this.
Was that the only thing he'd ever been in?
He was in Couples Retreat. That was another one that he was in.
What about
with Vince Vaughn.
What about the royalties for that?
I don't know. That was kind of that kind of bombed.
It's like $4 a month.
Yeah, I don't know. But I thought he was a good actor. I thought he was funny. So let's keep going. But I think they're shitting on this guy a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He's in court today as he faced charges of contempt. He sat in a wheelchair as he explained to a judge that he has so little income, there's no way to pay child support to a woman who lives in Tampa.
Okay. All right. Well, number one, there's no reason why this guy can't go out on the fucking circuit, and I'm talking about like Comic-Cons and shit, and make a shitload of money.
Yeah,
dude, there's 31. Okay, I think there's 60 days. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the math on that. There's like 60 days between the last week of October, and the last week of December, Every day he could go to a movie theater and introduce Elf and take questions and shit and just rake in the money, dude. The theater will pay for him to fucking stay at a hotel. They'll pay for his fucking meals. They'll transport him even. I could manage this guy, and he can make a shitload of money doing it, dude.
He needs a manager to set that up, dude.
Yeah, no, I wish I could reach out to him, dude. I would. I should send him a letter. Here we go.
The judge sentenced him to time already served, which in this case is 16 days. Now he must file the appropriate paperwork to avoid being charged again. He owes $250,000 in child support.
Damn.
He never paid a dime.
Well, $250,000?
That's what I'm saying. He must have never paid because, like...
What's he owe, like $1,000 a month for the kid? Is that what the going kid is now?
Is that what the going rate?
Yeah.
No, it's based on your income, which is kind of fucked up because, like, you would think there'd be like a standard, at least within each state.
Right,
you know, a child needs $1,500 a month or whatever. But no, it's based on your income. So you always hear about these like super rich people paying exorbitant, $100,000 a month for fucking child support, and you're like,
wow,
wish I had that growing up.
But he told the judge that he's gone his entire years without making any income. Entire years. He was even supposed to work on a movie this week, but could not because he was in jail.
Okay.
That sucks.
That blows, dude. That blows. Let's hear what his attorney has to say.
They're painting him as a complete villain, and I don't think that's necessarily the case. I mean, in this situation, he is...
We had been trying to.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of that. That's messed up. Dude.
We don't need to hear any more from that
guy. That's pretty sad shit, dude.
That sucks, man.
Wow.
Poor guy.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks. I really, like I said, dude, he could make a shitload of money just doing that. Now, if he's $250,000 behind, okay, so if you're $250,000 behind, see, I don't know how old the kid is.
That's true. We are missing some information. But even still, when you get that amount of money behind, I gotta imagine he was never paying shit.
Right? No. Yeah, you.
Unless we're talking compounding interest. This is like a student loan, compounding interest.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, that's pretty fucked. Pretty sad.
Shit,
pretty
dude.
sad.
Sucks for him.
Pretty sad. Okay, let's do another palate cleanser. So what do you know about the Gilgo Beach murderer?
That's a palate cleanser.
Yeah, we're jumping.
I know zero.
All right, so this guy was he was an architect off of Fifth Avenue, and apparently he murdered and strangled 8 women and left them on the beach in Long Island. In Gilgo Beach is where it actually is. And the guy's a weird-looking dude. I mean, like, I don't know how they didn't see this guy as a fucking weirdo to begin with, but apparently that they missed the bus on that, and he was sentenced. They got his DNA from a pizza crust and shit, and then they matched it with hair follicle fibers that they found on the victims. So
Jesus,
but he got sentenced today. So here we'll hit the thing.
The chilling turn in court today involving serial killer Rex Heuermann, the husband and father who worked in New York City, now pleading guilty, admitting he killed.
Yeah, so he pleaded guilty, and now I think he's sentenced. They're sentencing him now.
8 women. The moment he spoke in court today, and you will hear from the woman who was married to him for 27 years.
Jesus, 27 years.
He kept a secret.
I wonder if girls know there's something wrong. You know what I mean? Like wives and shit, if they know there's something wrong.
Well,
did the BTK lady wife ever say anything? Do you know?
Not that I know. No.
Wow.
The women like bad boys, dude. I can fix him. The women are dumb, dude. I'm sorry if all ladies out there.
They're not dumb.
Okay.
There's dumb dudes too, dude. Women
I'm just saying,
dumb.
as far as if you let me finish, Mike, women are dumb for liking serial killer. Like they all watch true crime shit. They write to serial killers in prison because they got that fucking mom. I can fix him. No.
Hey, look, it's very possible that I might send Jodi Arias a letter, okay? So let's not get ahead of ourselves here, okay? No, that was a joke.
Here's our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky.
Coming out, Judge. Tonight, with the families of his victims in the courtroom and his ex-wife of 27 years and daughter.
Now, Kevin, don't tell me this guy doesn't look like a fucking murderer, okay? Don't even try, dude.
Watching Rex Heuermann, leaving no doubt he is the Gilgo Beach serial killer who terrorized neighborhoods outside New York City.
Come on, dude, come on.
Looks like a youth pastor, dude. Google this fucking guy.
Oh, wow.
You feel it's in your best interest to plead guilty rather than go to trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
The suburban dad who worked as an architect on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan.
I'm an architect.
Man, I can't, dude. Wild, dude.
How do you flip a switch like that? That's crazy.
I don't know, dude. Obviously, there's something in that noggin that makes him do that kind of shit. I don't know, dude. Eight young women.
Actual consultant.
Admitting he lived a double life, pleading guilty to murdering 8 women and burying their bodies on Long Island.
The hair is what gets me every time. You know what I mean?
Dude, okay, first of all, I could never be a serial killer. Digging 8 graves?
Yeah, what a bitch, dude.
Digging a grave sucks ass.
Yeah, I don't even like mowing the lawn, let alone getting out
Too
there
much
with a
work.
shovel. Yeah, right.
Too much work, dude.
Now, if
No.
you had like a backhoe and shit, maybe you could do it. You know what I mean?
Or, dude, okay.
Hey, Kevin, what are you doing?
Okay, you've seen the show Ozark, right?
Excellent show. I haven't finished it. That's on my list of
That
shows
got
to
me
finish.
thinking that at one point he's laundering money through like a funeral home.
Right.
The incinerator. That is like the greatest. If you're,
Yeah.
Dude, if you're, okay, I'm not trying to give people ideas, but I would not be surprised to find out there's a fucking funeral home director that's
Right.
just like mowing people down, dude,
Right.
because you throw them in the incinerator. It's a
Right.
lot, I could dig a hole for a fucking urn. I could dig that, no problem. For a
Right.
full body?
Right.
Fuck
Right.
that. Too much work. Too much work.
No, really. No, really.
Found dismembered and wrapped in burlap near the beach. Huerman strangled his victims, who he hired as escorts in a nearly 2-decade killing spree starting in 1993.
This defendant walked among
1993, man. Wow, dude. Wow.
Wow.
30 years. Wow, 30 years.
us, play acting as a normal suburban dad, when in reality, all along, he was obsessively targeting innocent women for death.
Huerman was finally tracked down and arrested in 2023 after his DNA was retrieved from pizza crust in the trash outside his office. And
Now, that is amazing. That I'm not going to lie, dude. That is fucking
Wait,
pretty
how
amazing
they,
to do that.
hold on, how, because I didn't hear any of this at all. How they tie pizza crust outside his office to these murder victims?
Yeah, I hit pause too early. Hold on.
linked to hair samples found on the victims.
So they had hair samples.
Why would they think to test it though? That's like,
I thought that they had the hair, and then when they tested it, there were a bunch of dudes in this family, this particular family, the Huerman family, and in order to pinpoint it, they had to follow, and I'm sure that they did like a GPS triangulation on where this guy is and all that shit, and, during his
that's
normal
why.
day,
Listen,
so.
dude, when I eat pizza, I eat it crust and all. You eat everything.
Oh yeah, no shit, dude. Oh yeah,
Can't be
dude.
throwing crust out. There's DNA on that shit.
When kids don't eat the crust, I get pissed. Finish that.
Exactly.
I did. No, you didn't. Finish
Exactly.
it. Yeah. So yeah. Now I did pull the judge. The judge hammered this guy, and I thought it was pretty fitting. Here we go.
Is there anything you wish to say before I pronounce sentence? Yes. Stand up.
This judge doesn't play, dude.
I like it. I'd be like, well, you're sitting down, asshole. What the fuck?
There are no words I can say. I am responsible for what was said in this room.
There are no words. I know you guys have a hard time hearing, and shit, it's just not loud enough. But the judge is going to be talking here, and you'll be able to hear that.
The words I would say have no meaning.
I assume that you're sorry for what you've done to your wife and children. Are you a little bit sorry for what you did to these poor innocent women? 8 women that you strangled to death? At least 8 that we know of? Are you at least a little bit sorry for that? Yes?
Yes, I am.
God, good judge. Good judge. Hammering him. He looks like an old-timer judge from the 50s.
You know what? You've been described as a very big man. But you're a disgusting and despicable small man, if you're a man at all. And you're a coward.
Yep, there you go. So, yeah,
Damn,
he's a
good
coward.
for him.
Yeah, good for him, man. Yeah, so he's going to jail. Yeah, the DNA thing is certainly redoing how they do law enforcement and shit. It's changing the way that they do things. Okay, now this is the last story we're going to do. Okay, now Kevin and I are Kevin is more of a country connoisseur than I am. Okay, but I do like some of Jelly Roll's music. Now, Kevin, have you heard about the news about Jelly Roll here?
Yeah, actually, you broke it to me, Mike, that him and his lady are getting divorced.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I mean, I think it's sad. I love his wife because I think she's got a great story, a unique story, and unfortunately, I guess it didn't work out. Do you have any Jelly Roll music?
Yeah, he's on a couple of my playlists. I like a handful of his songs. Yeah, which is funny because he definitely grew on me. I didn't like it when he first came out, but no, there's like probably maybe half a dozen of his songs.
Yeah.
Plus, he collaborates with other people too. So if you want to include those songs, I probably got about
him and
10 Jelly Rolls.
Him and Post Malone are having a hard time selling tickets to one of their shows, and they actually canceled. Now I don't know what the story is behind that. Maybe it's just a coincidence kind of thing. I don't know. Again, I'm not the conspiracy theorist around here. I don't really know the whole story, but I am sad that they're not together anymore. But according to Bunny, his wife, they're going to continue to have a baby together through IVF, which I think is a little strange.
It's very strange.
Think that's a bad idea?
I think it's a terrible, terrible idea.
Well, I mean, it almost sounds like it was amicable, but it wasn't. It was kind of strange the way that she describes it.
Just outside look, I don't know. This is all, I've not heard this, but just like when you first told me about it, my initial thought was like, oh, okay, I see. You lose all that weight, and now you're going to leave
I thought the same thing.
Leave the chick that stood by you when you were at your fattest. Like that was my first thought.
Right.
And we'll see if I'm
I'm
right or wrong, but that was my initial first take. But yeah, we'll hear from her, straight from the horse's mouth.
Well, she put up money for that guy to have studio time and things like that, and for a long time, it always say that she was an SW, and like an idiot, I had no idea what the fuck that meant. I thought it was like a single white person is what I thought it meant, but couldn't find out it was a sex worker. I didn't know that at the time. Yeah. But like I said, she's got a book out, dude. #1 on the New York Times bestseller, dude.
No way.
No
wow.
shit, dude. Yeah, she's got her own book out. She's very successful, and you know what? She's got a very good podcast. She's a good interviewer and shit. She's a good talker. I enjoy her podcast. I don't listen to it weekly and stuff like I do Joe or a couple of the other guys that I listen to. You know what? What's your what do you listen to all the time on the podcasting world? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Oh, I'm a dork. It's like newsy pop culture shit. Shout out Megyn Kelly, dude. Daily Megyn Kelly and Tim Pool. If you know who he is, but I'll do his. Those are the two I do like every day, and then some will go back in. Oh, and there's this one Legion of Skanks, and which sounds worse than it is, but it's
Legion of Skanks.
They're comedians. They're comedians.
Okay,
and they had a spin-off podcast called Story Wars, which actually is a cool premise.
Okay,
they get like 5 people on stage. They all submit 3 to 5 stories to like the producer of the show, and then that producer like reads the stories, and you gotta try to guess whose story it is.
Right.
And if like you guess the right one, you get like whatever 2 points. If you fool people and they don't guess you and it is your story, you get a point. So, but those are only weekly. So I listen to those on like Friday night. But then Megyn Kelly and like Tim Pool are daily.
Right.
And then sometimes I'll either like do music. I do playlist, and then there's old podcasts I used to listen to, like then I get back into. Like now I'm back into this one called Solving JFK, where this dude took like the deepest. He's done like 3 seasons already. It's like one was like obviously JFK talking about dude. It's interesting. Then this 3rd season now he's doing it's like, well, if not Lee Harvey, then who? And he has a segment about the mob. He has a segment about the Secret Service.
Actually, I think I probably would enjoy that.
A segment about the fucking... Now he's doing Israel, which I never even thought there was even conspiracies about them.
Right.
One about Lyndon Johnson. So,
right.
But my dailies are Megyn Kelly and Tim Pool, but that's all like newsy stuff. And then I'll sprinkle in Joe Rogan. I don't listen to every episode, but if it's like... If I see a clip on YouTube, like a short, and they're talking about something really interesting... Then I'll go and listen to it. Yeah. Or if it's someone I know.
Yeah, okay.
Or whenever they do their Protect Our Parks podcast.
Right. No, that's cool.
Those, so.
No, that's cool.
What about you? What kind of stuff do you listen to?
I listen to Joe. I really like what's his name? Oh, shit. I listen to him all the time, and now I can't think of his name now. Damn it,
Lex Friedman.
Lex Friedman. I like him too.
Yeah.
I like Star Talk. What else?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that guy could sell cars to people. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Even though I don't agree with his stance on UFOs, but that's okay.
Yes.
They were talking about the Go Fast video, and he's like, "Oh, that looks like it could be a flock of birds." Like, yeah, Neil, I don't see nothing flapping, dude, for it to be a bird. So I don't, I don't understand that. And again, I think you're looking for something that's not there. But okay, I'm not going to get into it with them. I just fucking refuse. But yeah, those are kind of like my go-to ones that I listen to all the time. But okay, so we're gonna get back to the Jelly Roll situation here. So I think this is his wife giving her 2 cents. She came out with a podcast like a week or two after the divorce announcement and all that came up. And yeah, so we're gonna go over that real quick. So here we go.
Mother's Day, we had a little bit of an argument, which I don't think the details are necessary.
I think they are necessary. And not only are they necessary, because you got to set up the entire thing, and she doesn't want to talk about it. Well, if they broke up over Mother's Day, why?
Right.
Why'd they break up over Mother's Day?
And in that argument, I was so fed up and so tired that I just looked at him and I said, well, then file the fucking divorce papers.
Okay, so she said, file fucking divorce papers. So they were fighting and stuff. So what does Jelly do? Files divorce papers. And she's surprised. Why?
Well,
why?
Well, she probably just said it as, you say shit in an argument that maybe you don't mean. And
well, then that would indicate to me he was getting ready to leave anyway.
Right.
And in our relationship, that is the one cardinal thing that you don't say, even though my husband has said it numerous times.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. Not going to be good if that comes out.
Because he's the runner. But when I say it, it really holds weight because I'm not the type of person who says what I don't mean. And I ended up leaving. I packed a bag and I left. And I didn't.
So she took off. So I mean, I'm not saying that she should have left or whatever. See, I don't know what the dynamic
What was
is
the
of these
argument?
two.
What was the
yeah,
argument?
what the fuck was the argument about?
That makes a difference.
Talked to my husband for, I don't know, weeks after that.
Weeks. If I didn't talk to my lady for over a week, I'd be fucking pissed. What's going on?
That's crazy.
And during that, he was so mad and we were so emotional that.
See, there's something to this, Kevin. There's something happened here. Okay.
We let it play a little bit, Mike. Stop getting too quick.
He ended up.
We can only do 15 seconds at a crack.
It's Bad Bunny or whatever the fuck her name is going to sue us, dude.
Doing exactly what I told him to do and filing the divorce papers. Was I blindsided and was this divorce mutual? No.
That's well, he called your bluff, but I'm with you, Mike. That seems like that was already on his mind.
Right. And here you lost all this weight and shit. Now, dude, he's not going to do much better than this chick, dude. I hate to tell you. Okay.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. He must be having pussies thrown at him or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't understand what the deal is with, okay, so we had an argument, but I'm not going to tell you what the argument was about. That goes into the equation.
Yeah,
I don't understand why that they're not talking about that more because that is relevant to the fucking question.
Okay, if you're going to address it and talk about it on your podcast, you need to be like fully transparent.
Right.
Or don't talk about it at all. Because, I mean, realistically, it's none of our business. We don't need to know, but you guys made an announcement and now you're talking about it on your podcast. So it's like you kind of want to give us a little peek behind the curtain, but not the full peek.
Right.
It's like, are you, if you want to be transparent, be transparent. And if not, I respect that too. I wouldn't want to air my dirty laundry either.
Right.
But I wouldn't like tease people and shit.
Well, I mean, the whole situation is sad. Like I said, like whenever people who are together a long time break up and shit, it sucks. I mean, it's not good. It's not one of those things where, I'm sure people are going to want to talk about it and all this other, stuff. But, they're in the public eye. It's been very, he's been pretty big in the last 2 to 3 years, right? And he talks about his journeys and shit with, alcoholism and, drugs and all this shit. So, my cousin Kathy has a take on this. She was on the show a few weeks ago. She thinks that he's into like this Christian country stuff, and maybe this is played into that a little bit. But I don't know.
Wait, about him having a former sex worker wife?
Well, no, maybe. She's that again. This is my cousin's hot take on it. There's no bearing on reality, but I thought it was an interesting take. But see, I don't listen to Jelly like that, so I didn't know he was collaborating with Christian rockers or whatever the fuck he's doing. So, which I've never understood that whole genre of music. You know. But here we got a few more seconds left.
It was not mutual. Even though I told him to file the divorce papers, I was speaking out of anger and just frustration. But was it necessary for us to have a wake-up call and to actually start having these real conversations? Absolutely. On Mother's Day, we had a little bit of an argument.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
That's the end of that. So that's pretty wild. So we'll see how this divorce thing winds up. And she said she's going to have another baby. She's going to have a baby with him in vitro still, which is, I think that's a little strange to bring a child into that kind of thing. But maybe they'll be great at co-parenting. When you got money like that, you can co-parent like a motherfucker. So
right. Exactly.
So, but hopefully it works out for him. So, but all right. Well, that's all we got. Kevin, you got anything you want to say?
Wait, is that all we got?
That's all we got.
I thought we found this like funny recording of like the chipmunks and like the kidnapper dudes were getting into an argument. You don't remember that, Mike?
No, I don't remember that. Let me
press play at it.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. Like the kidnapper voice,
Yeah,
fucking,
right.
Well, that's just how those people talk. That's how some people's voices are.
Right.
And then there was this interesting, we found this clip and we're just.
Oh, that's right. Okay, here we go.
Dude.
Oh, he's fucking back. That motherfucker's back. That is bird seed.
But fuck you, dude. It's here. I'm eating it. It's in my tree. Fuck you.
I'm getting the BB gun. Get my BB gun. I'm gonna light this motherfucker. I put that to see Blue Jays and Cardinals, not fat ass fucking chipmunks.
You want to talk, dude. You can drop a couple. Just
We're
gonna
indigenous,
say it.
asshole. We're indigenous.
Oh,
We
hey,
were here
buddy.
first. Yeah.
This guy's trying to take our fucking bird seed away.
I was taking a nap and I heard all the commotion. What the hell's going on down here?
Fucking deep voice guy is like, you can't have. That's for birds, he said. Fuck this guy. That's what he said.
Yeah. I know what I fucking said, and I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat fucking chipmunk tonight. I heard their deep fries really good too. Oh, hey, back me up, buddy. So when you put a bird feeder outside, that's for birds, right? Yeah, it says bird feeder. Thank you.
We can't read it.
Wait. We're indigenous.
This is our tree. We can't read.
We found it first, bastard.
Guess what? You put food out, and I'm thinking God just like is like, here you go, guys, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I am God. I'm your fucking God. Not to mention, we've got a camera on this fucking feeder. Yeah, exactly. That's how I found you, dumbasses. I put a camera on there, motion activated. It's like, oh, cool, a hummingbird, maybe. Yeah, you guys are undocumented fucking chipmunks, okay? Yeah, dude, you trespassers. Get out of here, you fucking chipmunks.
Fucking colonizers, fuck you. We were here first.
We're indigenous.
Eat the fucking nuts out of my shit,
bastard.
Bitch.
Yeah, these guys, I think they own the place, right? Just because they're humans. Yeah,
exactly,
I don't think so.
Exactly.
We need to get some kind of a coalition of other animals out here.
What kind of fucking loser records birds anyway, dude? Get a life.
Hold on. You know what? There's somebody driving over here. Oh, it's a Jeffrey Dahmer guy that always picks up the roadkill over here.
Okay, can we agree this guy sucks?
Yeah, agreed. Dahmer's lame. Right, pretty sad. Pretty sad stuff. This is what this guy does on the weekend. He picks up roadkill.
What is that?
Oh, that was a cool little clip.
That was good. No, that was good. There was a My Strange Addiction where this guy was addicted to burying roadkill. And it was sad because his dog got ran over by like a milk truck or something. And as a kid, it traumatized him so bad. So now every time when he sees like a roadkill, he pulls over and buries it on the side of the fucking road, dude. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. And then like the doctor had a talk with him, and it's like, it's because you feel so guilty that you weren't there when your dog was dead. It died. And yeah,
wow.
so if he's like a squirrel or a fucking deer, he'll pull over, he'll
bury a deer.
That's what he was doing, dude. He was burying all kinds of weird shit. Turtles, a deer, and dude, they rode with him like all night, and that's all he did all night. He had like a little truck, and he went up and down the interstate, and he found shit that was ran over and buried it, dude.
First of all, okay, this guy's a moron, because like that is like the circle of life. These animals die, and then guess what? Then the bugs start picking at them. The vultures come down. Dude, you leave an animal on the side of the road, it's not going to last long, dude. Within a week, that thing is just bones. You just see fucking bones there.
Right.
Anyway, now I think we're done, Michael.
Okay.
I think we're done.
No, but that My Strange Addiction was also the same episode where the lady was eating her husband's ashes out of the urn. That was a fucking, oh God, so weird, dude. So weird.
That
dude.
show is weird. There's a chick that used to eat like powdered detergent.
Right. Oh God. One lady used to sniff gasoline and shit. She would have like little things of gasoline all around her house. You know, that's an expensive fucking thing now, man. Wow.
Hey,
wow,
I mean,
dude.
I'm not gonna lie. When I'm getting gas, I do enjoy the smell of gas, dude. Call me crazy. Call me crazy.
Yeah, no, I like going to races and shit and smelling.
Oh,
the
the
exhaust,
good shit.
dude. Yeah, that good shit, dude. But yeah, dude, she was. Yeah, there's so many bad. One lady was drinking her own urine at one time. It's so gross, dude. It tastes like champagne. Yeah, I don't think so, honey. I don't think. I'll take your word on that. I'll take your word on that.
I'll take the
I'll take your
actual
word on
champagne.
that.
Thanks.
I'll take your word on that. All right, Kevin, you got anything you want to say?
Yep. Thanks for listening, folks. Appreciate it. You know, all the usual shit, like us, share us, blah, 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 blah. But thanks for listening. Do appreciate it. And we will see you next week.
Yep, you guys have a good one. Have a good week. Talk to you later.
Adios.
Bye-bye.